We have a little bit of breaking news. Earlier today, David Correa, one of the four co-defendants charged last week in the Southern District of New York, and the co-founder to the company Fraud Guarantee, was arrested at JFK Airport earlier today. And now, if that name sounds familiar, it's because it's the company that's co-founded by Rudy Giuliani's Ukrainian Floridan clients slash henchman, Lev Parnas. So both Lev Parnas and Igor Fruman, who worked with that company, were arrested last week at Dulles Airport in Virginia while trying to leave the country using a one-way ticket, which is not at all suspicious. Now, they were both charged with 2 counts of conspiracy, 1 count of making false statements, and another count of falsifying records. And so these are all related to campaign finance violations. Now, these two also gave lots of money, gigantic sums of money, to a super PAC related to Donald Trump's campaign in 2016. Prior to that, they seem to have had no interest in American politics, which, again, is strange. Now, they were also big donors. They had maxed out in donations to former Republican Congressman Pete Sessions and House Minority Leader Kevin McCarthy. Now, that donation, I believe, is in relation to Pete Sessions trying to pressure the firing of the U.S. ambassador to Ukraine at the time, who also just recently testified that she was pressured out of her position by orders on Donald Trump. So, interesting stuff out here. So now, also named in the incident unsealed last Thursday were defendants Correa and Andrei Kukushkin. Both Correa and Kukushkin have been charged with 1 count of conspiracy. And so these are all people, by the way, that are related to Giuliani, that are in some form worked with Giuliani, whether it be through a client or also working together in order to dig up dirt on Joe Biden in Ukraine. So now Giuliani has said that Parnas and his company Fraud Guarantee, which is a hilarious name, retained the services of his management and security firm, Giuliani Partners LLC, in August 2018 to consult on business technology and provide legal advice on regulatory issues. Parnas and Fraud Guarantee reportedly paid Giuliani $500,000 in 2 different installments of $250,000 apiece, $250,000. Fruman and Parnas assisted Giuliani when it came to the investigation of, like I said, Joe Biden in Ukraine, as well as trying to find evidence of to discredit the Mueller report on behalf of Trump. That's CrowdStrike. That's finding the so-called server somewhere hiding in Ukraine, which they apparently haven't seemed to locate yet. But again, that was something that would have helped Donald Trump in his election chances. So Correa's involvement appears to, it remains to be seen. But Fraud Guarantee is one of 2 companies started by Parnas, who co-founded the company with Correa. And the other, which I don't think involves Correa, but the other company started by Parnas, sought natural gas deals in Ukraine as well and helped push out an ambassador that wouldn't play ball with the president. And so there is quite a bit there, actually. A lot of shady people around Rudy Giuliani. But Giuliani himself, of course, attracts those kind of shady people by also being incredibly shady. And they all happen to surround Donald Trump. Now, I don't believe that's a coincidence. Maybe it's just Donald Trump hiring all the best people, the greatest people, the best criminals. Hey guys, hopefully you enjoyed that free video. Now I'm going to have to ask you a favor. Between the demonetization and the YouTube algorithm messing around with view counts, etc., we're having a hard time adjusting to the new YouTube reality, which is where you guys come in. See, we have a patreon.com/TYTNation set up to help us rely on you guys, the viewers, instead of big corporate ads. Look, you know the show. You know I'm not in favor of big corporations anyway. So help us transition away
from relying on the ad model to pay the bills and sign up to be a patron, patreon.com/TYTNation. That goes a long way to help us keep the lights on. And you guys will know that you're supporting independent progressive media.